Welcome back to Master 79. In this lesson, we are working through ielts speaking part 1 on the topic of chocolate. We will brainstorm the topic together, and then I will give you a full set of band 9 answers to 6 real examiner questions. First, let us be clear about what part 1 is. It is the opening section of the speaking test and it lasts roughly 4 to 5 minutes. The examiner asks you short questions about familiar, everyday subjects. You will normally cover 2 or 3 topic areas, and chocolate is a very typical one. Your answers should be short and natural. This is a warm-up conversation, not a speech, and there is no preparation time. Here are the 6 questions we are going to answer. Read them through now. Notice that they move from simple present tense preference through past tense memory and finish with 2 opinion questions. That progression is completely typical of part 1, and it tells you exactly which grammar you will need. Before the answers, the shape of a strong part 1 response. Answer the actual question directly in the first few words. Then extend it with a reason, an example, or a contrast. Then stop. 2 to 4 sentences is the sweet spot. What pulls the score down is the opposite. 1-word answers give the examiner nothing to assess. Memorized speeches sound rehearsed and drift off topic, and long rambling answers lose control of the grammar. Now let us brainstorm. Spend 1 minute generating angles on the topic itself, not on each individual question. On the personal side, think about your preference, your habits, a specific memory, and gifting. On the wider side, think about how chocolate has changed over time, how it is marketed, the health argument, and the ethics of sourcing. That gives you 8 angles. Every one of the 6 questions can be answered from this single list. Question 1. Do you like eating chocolate? Here is a band 9 answer. I do, though I would say I am fairly picky about it. I have got a bit of a sweet tooth, but I tend to go for dark chocolates, something around 70%, because milk chocolate can be a little sickly for me. A couple of squares after dinner is pretty much a daily ritual at this point. Notice the structure. The direct answer comes first, then a preference with a reason attached, and the idioms are natural rather than decorative. Question 2. Did you give chocolate to someone as a gift? Yes, quite often actually. It is my go-to present when I am stuck for ideas. Last Christmas, I gave my colleagues some handmade truffles from a little shop near my office, and they went down a treat. I think chocolate works so well as a gift because it is hard to get wrong. The key move here is the specific example. A specific example beats a general claim every single time. Question 3. Did you like chocolate when you were a child? Oh, I was absolutely obsessed with it. My grandmother used to keep a tin of chocolates on top of the fridge, and I would do just about anything to get my hands on it. Looking back, my taste was pretty unrefined. I would happily wolf down the cheapest bar going, whereas now I am much fussier. Lesson for the past habit grammar there, and for the then versus now contrast, which adds range without adding length. Question 4. When was the first time you ate chocolate? I honestly cannot pinpoint the exact moment, but there is a family story about my 3rd birthday. Apparently, I got hold of a chocolate cake before the candles were even lit and ended up covered head to toe in it. I have got no real memory of it myself. It is one of those things you only know because there are photos. This is important. Not knowing the answer is completely fine. Say so honestly. Then give the examiner what you do have. Question 5. Do you think people use chocolate differently now than in the past? Definitely. It used to be seen purely as a treat for children, whereas these days it is marketed almost as a luxury product. You get single origin bars with tasting notes a bit like wine. There is also far more attention paid to ethical sourcing, which really was not on anyone's radar a few decades ago. An opinion question needs a clear position first, and then evidence for it. Question 6. Is chocolate good for our health? It is a bit of a mixed bag, I would say. Dark chocolate does contain antioxidants, and there is some evidence it is good for the heart, but a lot of what is on the shelves is loaded with sugar and fat, so those benefits get cancelled out fairly quickly. My take is that it is fine in moderation. It is a treat rather than a health food. Notice the balance. Concede one side, then say clearly where you actually stand, and keep the claims hedged. Here is the full transcript of the first 3 answers so you can pause the video and read them properly. Look at how short each one is. None of them runs beyond 4 sentences. And the final 3 answers in full. Again, pause here and read them through. Then try saying each one out loud at a natural conversational speed. Here is your language bank from this topic. For taste, have a sweet tooth. Be picky about something. A bit sickly, go for something. For habits and memories, a daily ritual. Used to keep, get my hands on something. Wolf something down. And for opinions and hedging, it is a bit of a mixed bag. My take is that it was not on anyone's radar, and fine in moderation. So why do these answers sit at band 9? Fluency and coherence. The speaker goes on at length without visible effort, and the ideas connect naturally. Lexical resource. The language is idiomatic and precise, and used accurately rather than for show. Grammatical range. Past habit, passives, comparatives, and hedged opinion structures all appear, and all of them are accurate. And pronunciation is clear and naturally stressed throughout. One honest caveat. This band 9 label reflects an internal quality check against the public ielts band descriptors. It is not a score awarded by a certified examiner. Now it is your turn. Record yourself answering all 6 chocolate questions. Give each one 2 to 4 sentences. A direct answer, then a reason or an example. Then play it back and count how many of the language bank phrases you actually used. If this helped, do subscribe to be Master 79 for more Band 9 walkthroughs. Good luck with your test.